All right, starting the timer, 14:14, July 18th, 2004. Okay, you may enter the chamber.
So, what exactly am I supposed to say?
Just read the questions on that sheet. Don't worry, this is a standard procedure. I'll prompt you via intercom if any additional input is needed.
All right then, I'll take your word for it. A dog? Weird-ass place. What is your name?
Hi, my name is Winston. What's yours?
What the fuck? I don't know what I expected. Fucking dog. Bullshit routine.
Please continue with the interview.
Okay, fine, I guess. Whatever gets me out of here. My name is Evan, thanks for asking. So, what's 2 plus 2?
That's easy. It's 4. Next one, next one.
Alright, dog does math. What else do you know?
I know everything.
That was a segment from an interview with SCP-5769, a talking dog capable of answering nearly any question you ask. But it's just one among many SCP anomalies that take the form of a dog. In this video, we'll explore every strange entity that looks like a dog. From adorable, harmless companions to things you'd never want to pet. The first dog featured in today's video is a golden retriever, affectionately named Winston, designated as SCP-5769. When it was first discovered and brought to Site-66, all the Foundation knew was that it could talk. It wasn't until SCP-5769 met D-2914-1, the only person it was willing to speak with, that the first secrets began to surface. According to Winston, its intelligence originated from a strange ritual performed by its former owner, Samuel Lane, after receiving a leather-bound book from a mysterious stranger. After the ritual, Winston began to speak, think, and understand both philosophy and psychology. But that very fact frightened Samuel, and in the end, he abandoned it. Even knowing that its owner no longer loved it, SCP-5769 still said it only wished to see him again. Since then, it has grown quiet, reading books, speaking less, but never giving up hope. It is currently contained at Site-66, and with its extraordinary intellect and deep knowledge of Foundation infrastructure, should it ever escape, the consequences could be severe. The next SCP in this video is a Corgi-like dog, designated SCP-29522. At first glance, it appears to be just an adorable little dog with golden brown fur, but few people know that its body stretches over 30,000 kilometers. SCP-2952's head and front legs are located in Portland, Oregon, while its hind legs lie in a rural area of Kariwa District, Japan, winding through North America, Europe, and much of Asia in between. Even when injured, SCP-2952 can recover fully within seconds. And the strangest part, along its length are hundreds of stations, small slits that open on a set schedule, allowing tiny humanoid creatures to enter and exit. These are known as SCP-29522. No more than 3 centimeters tall, visible only in photographs, speaking Welsh, and seemingly operating a biological subway system that spans continents. One agent once shrank herself to explore inside SCP-2952. She boarded a train made of bark with flower petal seats and encountered a variety of strange passengers, from a creature petitioning for rats to be allowed on the train, to an old man arguing about a smelly mushroom. Despite their eccentricity, most SCP-29522 are friendly, as long as you don't block their path. The Foundation once buried a few of the stations, and the consequences were swift. A researcher was impaled through the hand, and the project director was turned into a mole. Only after the Foundation performed a series of appeasement rituals based on ancient folklore did the SCP-29522 agree to forgive them, even sending a thank you letter, along with free lifetime access to the Corgi subway system for all Foundation staff. Next on the list is a cardboard pug, SCP-1783. This entity stands about 70 centimeters tall and weighs less than 450 grams. Though it looks like a toy, it can find food, walk, bark, breathe, and even go to the bathroom. The only difference? What it poops out are Polaroid photos of dog feces. Its movement is equally unusual. Rather than walking normally, SCP-1783 moves in a stop-motion fashion, shifting just a few centimeters at a time. Overall, SCP-1783 is quite friendly. It enjoys playing fetch, reacts normally to other dogs, and especially hates cats. Problems only arise if you happen to have Type B blood. One time, a D class with Type B blood accidentally entered SCP-1783's containment. The entity immediately lunged, its head twisting into a sheet of cardboard with white foam and glowing red eyes. The bite seemed harmless at first, but soon the flesh around the wound began to flatten, then hardened into cardboard. No treatment worked. Eventually, the subject was fully transformed into a two-dimensional cardboard cutout, standing upright on a small base. The entire process took about 65 hours. Once the transformation was complete, SCP-1783 began barking happily and tried to play with the cutout like it was an old friend. But when it got no response, it whimpered, walked away, then turned back, as if still hoping for a reply. The Foundation believes SCP-1783 is searching for a true owner, someone with Type B blood. And until it finds one, it will continue attacking anyone who stands in its way. The next dog is SCP-530, affectionately nicknamed Carl by Foundation staff. Carl is a cute little dog, standing about 20 to 30 centimeters tall. What makes him special is his body is constantly changing. His height, length, and width can shift by the hour. His fur color and patterns also change continuously. Over 460 variations have been recorded so far. Even more peculiar, Carl occasionally grows extra body parts, ears, eyes, noses, or mouths, in bizarre locations. Most of these vanish within 24 hours, except for a third eye that grew slightly off-center on the top of his head, which has remained ever since his discovery. Despite his ever-changing form, Carl is gentle and friendly. He's allowed to roam freely through the lower levels of the facility, and even plays with SCP-529, another strange feline anomaly. But don't get carried away spoiling Carl. Someone once fed him a slice of deli ham, and the resulting stench was so awful that even the hallway plants wilted. Carl may look weird and comical, but he remains one of the most charming and harmless SCPs the Foundation has ever contained. Next is SCP-023, a black, shaggy canine entity standing up to 5 meters tall, often referred to as the Hound of Death. It has jet black fur, razor-sharp fangs, and a pair of glowing red eyes that burn like embers. Anyone who makes direct eye contact with SCP-023 or one of their close family members will die exactly 1 year later. The corpse shows no external injuries, but autopsies reveal that all internal organs, from the heart and liver to the brain tissue, have been replaced by densely packed ash. Signs suggest that the organs were incinerated at extremely high temperatures. SCP-023 also shows a strong compulsion to seek out crossroad-like structures. If held in a regular room, it will phase through walls and incinerate anything in its path until it finds a suitable intersection to inhabit. For this reason, it is currently contained at the junction of 2 hallways, equipped with 3 fake doors and 1 real door to disorient its sense of direction. To prevent eye contact, both of its eye sockets are sealed with hardened rubber plugs, which must be replaced regularly, but only at night, to reduce the risk of exposure. Following multiple incidents and casualties, all testing involving SCP-023 has been strictly prohibited. Next is SCP-1111-1, a mysterious hunting dog with snow-white fur and glowing red eyes. Around its neck hangs a metal tag engraved with a single word: loyal. Most of the time, SCP-1111-1 lies motionless beneath a tree, directly under SCP-1111-2. The hanging corpse of a man in a suit, constantly twitching as if he isn't truly dead. Each time SCP-1111-1 leaves its position, the body above begins to twitch violently, breathe heavier, and painfully open eyes that should have remained shut. The terrifying part? SCP-1111-1 allows no one to get close. Upon detecting anyone approaching SCP-1111-2, it becomes violently aggressive, sprinting at speeds over 60 km/h, leaping over 6 meters, and capable of biting through 15mm thick titanium. All attempts to harm it are useless. SCP-1111-1 is like a phantom, untouchable, yet fully able to tear humans apart. In the final recorded test, a D-Class personnel approached SCP-1111-2. When the subject was within 50 meters, the hanged corpse suddenly opened its eyes, looked at them, and weakly mouthed the words, "No. Kid. Sit." Its frail arm lifted, as if reaching for an embrace. But before contact could be made, SCP-1111-1 had already struck and terminated the intruder. Since then, all approach attempts have been cancelled, and SCP-1111-1 continues, as always, to lie beneath the tree, silently guarding the body of that man. Now we come to SCP-367, an ordinary-looking brown puppy, cute, energetic, and maybe a bit hungrier than your average dog. But beneath that skin, there's no heart, lungs, or bones. Instead, it's a mass of yellow slime, with white tendrils acting as muscle tissue, and in the center, a gray sphere that functions as the organism's nucleus. SCP-367 can consume almost anything, from bones and wood to concrete and titanium. If it can't bite through something, it extends internal tendrils to break the matter down at an atomic level. Every time it eats enough to double its starting mass, it crawls under furniture, melts into a puddle, and then splits into two new entities. As long as it's fed regularly, SCP-367 behaves like a normal dog. But if it goes more than 3 hours without food, tendrils emerge from its eyes and mouth to violently attack anything nearby, becoming dangerously aggressive and uncontrollable. The Foundation recovered SCP-367 after a woman named Myra Bancroft mysteriously went missing in Ireland. When they arrived, they found her home nearly destroyed, with over 80 small dogs feeding on her remains. Only one of them was the real SCP-367. All other copies were terminated. These were the SCP anomalies that take the form of dogs. Some are almost harmless and adorable, while others carry deadly dangers. But despite everything, they all seem to share one defining trait of dogs: unwavering loyalty to their owners, no matter the circumstances. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss more SCP stories. And if you have a dog by your side, love them deeply while you still can.